still, the thoughts of you are sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. But I've heard you've been here before. But I won't stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change, I know it's me and you. But I don't stay the same, I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. Babe, I wanna know, is it heartfelt or maybe just a little? Cause you don't really see me like you used to, but you hold on to me cause all you do is settle. I've heard you've been here before. Stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change, I know it's me and you. But I don't stay the same, I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. But I don't stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change, I know it's me and you. But I don't stay the same, I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. If I stay still, the thoughts of you are sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. But I've heard you've been here before. But I won't stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change, I know it's me and you. But I don't stay the same, I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. Babe, I wanna know.
Did you get a new wristband?
No.
You lying?
No, this is the same one.
It looks more gray today.
Oh.
I don't know if I believe him, guys.
No, this is the one I got for free.
All right, just checking.
That's the one I earned from taking my blood pressure morning and night.
Yeah. Hi, guys. It's Friday.
Why-
Hi,
we started-
Kirel.
We started off as like, did you get a new wristband? I was like, well,
It
and
has a tendency to buy things and then
oh yeah,
not
for
say
sure.
anything.
Oh,
They
I
just
have.
show
I
up.
did have something. I do have something brand new if you really want to see it, but you don't really care. It's a new microphone.
Okay.
But I told you I was getting that.
Yeah.
So
We don't have enough.
no, do you know how many we need? One more. Urel knows this. So, welcome everyone. Welcome Sarah, because she honestly, we started a little late, and she literally just flew in from where?
Burbank, LA.
Burbank.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she was working down there. So, just got home, just walked in.
It's supposed to be earlier, but my flight got delayed.
Well,
that's the season flights are in right now.
They've always been in that season.
It feels like it's worse.
It just feels some are worse than others.
No, I'm not talking about American Airlines.
Yeah, it's not even
It's free and
I mean,
we already
we're
did,
just talking about blood pressure. Well, yeah, let's talk about American
mine's
Airlines.
super chill.
Yours is not.
Yes, it is. I check it.
How'd you check it?
I mean, not today,
Oh,
but normally I check it.
normally?
Yeah.
Normally is
Just
when?
a little cuff. Like once a week.
Yeah, we know how blood pressure's taken. What
What do people don't know?
do you mean?
A lot of people don't know how blood pressure's taken. It's a weird
Oh.
start to a show, guys.
I know. It started off like wristbands and... Well, welcome. We are doing this. Let's see what happens. Hello, Urel.
Yes.
We're not very consistent right now. We're trying to be.
We want to be.
Oh, we really do want to be, but there's no joke. Like next Friday, we'll be out of town.
We'll be coming back in town.
Okay,
But
Sarah.
we won't make the show.
Okay, so wherever you're at, you're still out of town, right? Whether you're on your way back or not, you're still
That's
out of town.
true.
Okay, so we'll be out of town.
I guess.
All right. So yeah, we'll be out of town. We'll be back maybe that week, but I'm thinking we might, bring some equipment, go a little live.
We say that every single time and we never do it.
Yeah, but we're gonna go to, the sticky streets of Vegas.
Oh, I thought you were talking about for Friday. And
Oh,
I was
no.
like, why are we at Pismo?
Okay, so don't judge me before you hear the whole story.
Well,
All right. I was thinking, we're going traveling, just you and me.
we are.
Little bit of work, little bit of enjoyment.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of bit of work, a
relaxation.
little bit of enjoyment.
So I made sure I set up everything
Yeah,
today.
he did. He even poured the shots.
Yeah, because that's really the only thing she does to get ready.
I feed you guys and I pour alcohol.
Oh, that's true. She did feed us. She had pizza delivered.
Yes, I did.
Which I was ready to order that too. But she did it instead. So we scarfed down some pizza.
I'm still hungry.
Then get some pizza.
No,
I mean,
can't.
you were chewing in the mic before we started.
Only
so
you could hear me. Other people don't want to hear me.
you don't know. If you were in early,
ASMR.
if you were
Wait,
in
could
early,
they hear me?
yeah, if you were in early,
Oh God,
there was a little segment where you could hear her go.
it sounded like a mouse. So it was me.
Well, it's just like for some reason she likes to take a bite and eat in the mic.
Well, I was doing my notes, which I didn't even write anything down yet.
Yeah, I mean, sorry.
Let's drink something.
All right, we did. We have some drinks. We are ready. We
Salut.
don't drink as much as we used to.
No,
Slancheva.
we're
So this
trying.
might be a lot. Mm-hmm. Ooh, haven't had a shot in a while.
What?
Yeah.
What? Monday?
What do you mean Monday?
We had tequila on Monday.
Oh, yeah, I had little sips of tequila.
Yeah.
I didn't have shots, though.
I mean, a shot is a relative term
Yeah, but I mean, you made mine like real tiny because I was like, nah,
because you're a
that's too
baby.
much. You wanted to say something else, didn't you?
No,
Because you a bee.
I would never,
So that watching that live stream of Eminem got you all fired up.
dude.
So welcome. Let's get right into our sponsors. Of course, always Lever Consulting. Get an introductory consultation through Lucy Zheng. She kept her last name. Yeah, I'm sure she did. She's a doctor.
I'm pretty sure she did. Yeah.
She's got her doctorate. Just Dr. Lucy Zheng.
Yeah.
Leverconsulting.com. Go ahead and they get an introductory consultation for just all the things you need, like filling out applications, filling out CVs, resumes, all that
Probably
good stuff.
rental applications.
Rental applications. Those are big too. So yeah, introductory consultation. Just tell her that we sent you over there.
And our other sponsor is Yaya's Embroidery. They're on Instagram, and they make wonderful things like our beanies. We don't have any shirts. I would have changed shirts, but this is what I came home in.
Yeah, where are the beanies?
Beanies.
Beanies, they're under the, well, we have little keychains there too. Yeah, the beanies. We
But
still have
yes.
2 beanies that we're gonna give out. We'll give
Oh,
away
yeah.
to somebody.
Now it's summer.
Yeah, it doesn't
Some
matter.
Snapbacks.
Or that.
Yeah. But hats, beanies, shirts. I mean, I feel like she could do it all. If
Yeah,
you're
if
like,
you
hey, I
ask.
have an idea, she'll be like, I think we could do this. She's like a miracle worker,
Have you ever put a tattoo on a rhino?
right?
Let's do it.
She's like, I think I can. So reach out to her if you mention Sarah and Scooter. You get 10% off your order. Super wonderful human being.
Yeah, and great work.
Yes.
So we talk about that a lot. Good people, good product. You can't go wrong.
Fact.
So, all right. Are we gonna do a giveaway this week? I mean, we're just here. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna fly by the seat of our. Does that make sense?
Fly by the seat of your pants?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the seat of your pants?
I'm assuming your buttocks.
But how's that? But that's not the seat of your pants. The seat of your pants would be where your pants are sitting, which would be your chair.
No, it's where your pants hit the seat.
Yeah.
That's your buttocks.
What? My butt talks is on the outside of my pants?
No, the part of your pants where your butt
Right.
is
The seat of my pants.
Yeah.
The seat of my pants. So, my pants, there's a seat inside my pants.
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking.
Also in my head, I'm thinking when people used to pick kids up, they'd pull them up by their pants and spin them around in a circle. Seat of your pants.
Or
Don't
throw
throw 'em.
them,
Yeah.
throw them out the door.
Yeah, seat of your pants.
You know, like Jazzy Jeff.
Oh, jeez.
Ah!
He's going on tour.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Super exciting, too. So, yeah.
I'll give a question later.
Yeah, we'll figure out something because we
Okay.
do want to give away stuff. Maybe we'll get some more people in here, but there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Just in the world and with pretty much everybody we know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get to that.
Okay. Good thing. Yeah, I didn't test any of my
Woo!
buttons.
Yeah, we didn't test our buttons before, so if we push something and something is the wrong
We just
thing,
stare at each other.
we used to do a sound check before. But we didn't. We just went with it. We just like, F it, let's go live.
Do it live.
Do it live. So good thing. How many do you got?
I got 2, but I think one is yours.
Probably. Go for it.
So first one, CJ started driving school
Oh, I didn't put that
to
in.
get his license. California thing. You have to have your permit. Excuse me. That you have to drive with a licensed instructor for like 6 hours, I think.
Yeah.
He has to drive with his parents for like 60 hours, and then he can't get his license till December. Anyways, has to be 6 months.
Yeah.
So he started the first step of driving with somebody this week, and he got B's and C's. So that was
Which
good.
is better than he gets in real school
Fact.
with like 6 months.
Yeah.
He did it for 2 hours.
Yes.
No, he did well.
Thanks.
There's some up and up things. His bumps are smaller these days.
Yeah.
They're shorter stints.
They make me cry a lot less.
Well, they just make me angry less.
I mean, same thing.
Less angry.
Yeah. Angry less.
Angryless. Angryless.
All right, what's your good thing?
It's a few of them, but first one is like Rebecca found a house.
Yeah, it's not confirmed yet, but yes.
Yes.
Ish.
Well, how about this? They're house shopping and they found one that
They
they
like,
like.
yes.
So just like it's moving forward.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
It's more of like things are happening.
Her house is officially on the market.
Yes. So
Yeah.
if you guys want to live in, is that considered South Sac?
I don't know. No.
Close to Pocket?
It is close to Pocket.
Pocket adjacent?
Yeah.
Um,
Over the bridge.
and
Through the hood.
over the bridge and through the hood to Rebecca's house you go. We did not prep
Facts.
that, but that was good. So, yeah, that was a good thing. I was thinking about that because there's also a shout out that kind of goes and ties with that. So
Oh, God. Okay.
we'll get there.
I'm scared.
You should be. Yes,
Okay.
you should be. What else you got?
I'm probably going to steal your other one, but Skid Row.
Nope, didn't put that.
What?
Mine were all other people
Okay.
this time.
So we went to go see Skid Row, and I know 0. I think I knew 1 song. But we got to see Lizzie Hale, and she's really cool. She made all the songs less 80s, so that was enjoyable.
So, if anybody's listening to this, if anybody knows me personally for longer than a year or whatever, you probably know that I really grew up and loved Skid Row. The first 2 albums of Skid Row like changed my life.
Yeah.
They just did. They made me like, I need to rock and roll. This is like late 80s, early 90s. Like I was in high school at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, come on. Just the voice of the lead singer, Sebastian Bach, was just through the roof. The guitar rhythms, it was kind of like that Big Hair band. They looked like the Big Hair band.
Yeah.
But man, they could rock. They were, some of their sounds were really thick. And I fell in love with his voice, and then he became kind of a jackass.
Yeah.
Because he was,
as musicians do.
well, he was like 17 or 18 when he got into the band, and then started drinking and left the band. Well, they kind of kicked him out after the third album, and they still stuck around there. Still kept writing music, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But goodness, one of the best rock bands that are out there right now, just rock, is Hailstorm right now.
Yeah.
As just a good
like
rock
Hailstorm.
band.
Yeah.
And that's Lizzie Hale.
Yeah.
Like her, and
she's cool.
she's been singing since she was like 13.
Yeah.
She's been in a band. I think 13 was her first band. So, and she's what, in her 30s?
I don't know. She's
now?
adorable.
She's like mid 30s, and her spirit is beautiful. She looks beautiful.
Yeah.
She's just, it looks like you could be her brother.
She's like
Or sister.
She's like the chick you would imagine if someone's like they do rock and roll, but not like the cheesy rock and roll, but like she's, I'm not explaining, but that's how she looks.
No,
like.
she's great, and she's super talented.
Yes.
Great guitarist, great vocalist, and if anybody could fill in for the voice of Sebastian Bach, it's her.
Yeah.
In any, that couldn't think of anybody else. So
and she only did 4 shows with them.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think 4. Yeah, and we got to catch one of them.
Yeah.
Because
Oddly enough.
it was right here in Sacramento.
Yeah.
It's like it's the talk of rock and roll kind of right now. Lizzie Hale got to go on 4 tour dates with Skid Row, and I was like,
gnarly.
the cool thing to me is there's going to be Hailstorm fans. There was tons of Hailstorm fans
Right.
going because it's Lizzie Hale,
Yeah.
and not even hearing that music before, and
Right.
now going, what is this noise?
I didn't think that at all. I just thought she's cool.
Right.
Thank you for making this list 80s for me. That's all I could think. Because we listened to Skid Row before we went, and I thought, holy cow, this is so.
Like literally, she goes, "Holy cowbell!"
Yeah, I did.
There's a lot of cowbell.
So much cowbell.
in
I
a
just
few of the
thought-
songs. So
80s.
no, but that was a great night, and it was one of those things of, it was on a whim. Something popped up on my browser or something, and it was like Lizzie, because they were talking about Lizzie Hale opening up for Skid Row, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I wish we could be on that. Well, they were supposed to be in Sacramento in December or something. They postponed that date, and it was this last week. So the week before that, I go, okay, so we're going to a concert next weekend? She goes, what?
No, he told Mariah, and I overheard him tell Mariah, and I came downstairs and I said, what? He's like, oh, she heard it.
Yeah, we're going to a concert.
That's what happened. Happy Friday, Bailey.
Oh, Bailey's in there.
I know.
Well, happy Friday. I mean, you guys are out doing stuff, for sure. I'm going to get to that too. Do you want me to just keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
The other one. So Rebecca is moving. She's finding a house. She found one she likes. She's moving into, trying to figure that out. Matars
Yes.
are actually moving.
They moved, didn't they?
Well, this weekend's moving.
Oh, okay.
So I think they cleared out their house according to their,
Instagram.
their stories. But I did know they were moving, and I know that they have the new place. They're really, I think, moving tomorrow, but they may have already got it done.
Yeah.
Because Tony's a ping pong ball in a small box. It's so they actually found a place. I'm pretty sure it's downtown Seattle.
It looked like
area.
it was.
Yeah. So very, very cool, because that's where they're opening up their new church.
Yep.
So I think that's super rad for them. And last but definitely not least, Kyle and Sophie's wedding
I know.
this weekend. And that's why I was like, I don't know what day it is.
Me either.
But all I know is, like, I've only met him a few times, but it's Ryan's brother and his fiance, and
And they're very sweet people.
Oh yeah, of course. It's Ryan in different form, in darker facial hair form, I think. Is that what I would say? But no, because that's where, that's why I was like, Bailey chiming in.
Yeah.
Like, that's where they're kind of at doing those kind of things. So that was super rad.
Love weddings.
Yeah. So,
Let me know how the cake is, Bailey.
uh-oh.
Be honest.
That's awful.
Love good cake.
But those are my 3 good things. I was kind of keeping in the
Nice.
realm of the human beings
I like
that
it.
we're part of. Is that all you had?
That's all I had. Listen, I
Oh,
only
wow.
had 5 seconds to write things down. I don't even know what happened this week. I was
Yeah.
home. That's the crazy thing. I was home for like a week. So that's pretty good for me. Usually I'm not.
Oh, so Bailey chimed in. There was a whole pickleball tournament today.
Ah.
Come on.
Ooh. That'd be
You
fun.
told me I couldn't play pickleball because it's just for old people.
It was just for old people when you wanted to play. Now it's for young people again.
I was ahead of the curve. I want to go play some pickleball. This is like years ago.
This was years ago. You know, the only place there were pickleball courts existed at senior citizen living facilities.
But I was ahead of the curve.
I understand, but I'm saying the place you wanted to go play was at 55 and older places. And I was like, how are you getting in? You're not that old yet.
I'm getting there.
I
I only
know.
got a few years, 4 years.
Yeah. But now
So-
it's not going to be cool in 4 years. Well, wedding tomorrow, she said.
Now I have to put my knee braces on. Yeah, so there's wedding
Knee
tomorrow.
braces.
Kyle and Sophie's wedding tomorrow.
That's exciting.
So very exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting for people to do those things because
Yeah.
it's an emotional moment.
Love a good wedding.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Well,
love any wedding.
I don't like overdone weddings. I like
What? I love them all.
what's
What's an overdone wedding?
like it's like stuffy.
I don't know anybody who's at a stuffy wedding. Maybe
That's
that's
kind of
why.
our point. My point. It was like
Oh.
those we just don't know those people.
Yeah.
But you know there's stuffy weddings. Come on.
That's just, I don't know stuffy people, so I guess so.
Oh. My tinnitus is on fire right now.
It's just me. You don't know, but I'm secretly doing the whole time.
You can't hit this. You
Just
can't hit
kidding.
this note that's going on my left.
You
ear.
don't know.
So
All right.
yeah, that was very, very exciting. But
Rant of the week. Rant of the week.
Rant
of the week.
Sarah cutting me off.
I pushed the button before you started talking,
It's
but
totally
it took
fine.
so long to load.
Yeah, it's totally fine. It's totally fine.
I get the missing sound check.
No,
Woo.
yeah, we didn't do a sound check.
That was my bad.
So rant of the week. What do you got?
Okay, I have 3.
Oh, I only have one
Okay.
because I was setting up and doing all this.
Rental market. Can I just complain and rant about the rental market? I don't know how everyone else's state is going, but in California, it's psychotic. So like you could get, we'll go small. I think I saw it was like a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house. It was 900 square feet. They wanted like $2,700 a month. Right? So that's crazy enough. And then they're like, by the way, we want you to make 3 times that in rent. I mean, and your wages. And I'm thinking, do you know how much money that is per month? You're asking someone to make like a single person. How in the F do you move out by yourself?
You don't. You just can't.
It's
Like,
crazy.
if you wanted to find an apartment in this area, you got to look at it this way. You would have to make $100,000 a year
Yes, for an apartment.
for an apartment.
Yeah.
That's
bananas.
well, that's the economy that we're strangely in Sacramento.
Yeah.
I mean, these are like everybody talks about that in LA,
Right.
right? But
Or the Bay.
or the Bay,
Yeah.
which because of tech and all that stuff. But it was like, it's insane. I can't even fathom. I mean, if it's really not that hard to do math, right? So $20 an hour,
Yeah.
does not make $100,000 a year,
No.
and minimum wage is 15.
Yes.
So you're starting your first apartment that you need to get, you have to make $100,000.
Right. Make that make sense.
And minimum wage is $15.
Yeah.
So even if you make 20,
Right.
you still can't go out there. So what do you actually do?
I don't know.
And then they want to here's let me hop on this
He's
rant.
joining the rant.
And then they want to complain about people that are unhoused
Right.
and are living in encampments
Yeah.
and living in tents. And then they take the police department in the city and then they shove them out of there.
Yeah.
Where in the world
Right.
are they supposed to go? Because they can barely get a job at this point
Yeah.
because now they've lost their home.
Right.
Right.
They've lost it all.
They've lost everything. So if they do get a job, it's $15 an hour.
Right.
So where are they going to go?
Right. Where are you living on
Where are you
$15 an hour?
Where
I
are you
have
living
no
at
freaking
$20
clue.
an hour?
Right. With 18 people? I have no idea.
No, it's just like the issue is not unhoused people.
Right.
The issue is that the system is set up for those people to fail.
Yeah. Facts.
It's just built for them to fail.
It's this weird thing of like when people are saying, man, it's crazy that your kids haven't moved out yet. And I'm like, move out to where?
Yeah, how?
How Where are they supposed to go?
with the rest of their volleyball team.
Right.
You know, I mean, seriously.
Right.
I mean, you have to live. I mean, because I know a lot of people. When I was working in the Bay, most people lived in a house with at least 3 other people,
Yeah.
and it was a small-ish house.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
there wasn't a lot of rooms in there.
Like 1,000 square
There's
feet.
like 2 bathrooms.
Yeah.
You know, and 3 bedrooms. So one person usually sleeping on the couch. That's their
Yep.
bedroom.
Yep.
4 people in
Ugh.
one little house.
Anyways, that's my rant one. All right, what's yours?
Mine was I'm getting there's this weird trend that I don't know if it's a trend, but it seems to be occurring to me a little bit occurring to me, not occurring to me. I don't know. It's happening to me.
There you go.
Is that happening?
That sounds way better.
It's occurring over and over to me. Whatever. When you try and set up an appointment with somebody, and for some reason they don't ask your availability, they just send you a calendar request.
Yeah.
No. I'm not sitting around
Right.
waiting for you
Yeah.
to tell me when you're available.
Right.
How about when we're available?
Yeah.
Because and I'm not talking just 2 people. We're talking like a group of like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
2 of them on my team, maybe 2 on their team, and they want to do a meetup, and one person just puts a calendar invite and goes, here's where we're at. And then sends out an email. It's like, hey, I just want to know if you're going to come to that meeting that I sent out and see that you accepted it. And I'm like, excuse me? You didn't even ask if I was available on that day,
Right.
let alone the time of that day.
Yeah.
And then 2 days before, change the appointment time
Yes.
to a half an hour earlier.
Oh, fun.
And I'm like, I'm just waiting around for you.
Yeah.
That's all I have to do. And I have to go with that. That's on a similar trend of what's going on, because we're looking for another place to stay. I mean, realistically, we'll be moving somewhere within the next 2 months.
Yes.
In this area, we'll be in the same area. But for some reason, it's the same when it comes to setting up an appointment to go see a house or something. They just say, "Oh, come see it's at this time," and I'm like, "No." I mean,
Because I think, especially when it comes to house, they know that it's in high demand. So it's like, you either come now or we'll just move on. We don't really need you. That's what it feels like right now. We don't really need you,
really,
so
really
here's
does.
the time.
yeah,
I
it's
set
really
up calendar things for people when they don't respond to me to scare them. They're like, what is this? Well, I asked you for stuff. You didn't respond, so I just sent you a notice. I sent you a meeting notice.
well. If you don't respond, that's different.
Right.
But it was like I wasn't even I think the email was, "Hey," I was thinking, "Hey, maybe we should talk about." No, we already. The email was, "Hey, let me know how many things we want to do this fall. Let me know, and I'll start scheduling them up."
Mhm.
And I got a calendar invite for a meeting. I'm like, that's not what I was asking.
That's fine.
But you know,
Yeah.
it is. I mean, working with schools is a whole different. It's like a language barrier.
It's
It's a language barrier
language
dealing
though.
with administrators in schools.
I agree.
But yeah, the apartment thing, it was like, there's this one that they wanted to show it. They have availability to show it at 8:40 every Friday.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, you're only in North Natomas Friday mornings from 8:40 to 9:10.
Busy calendars.
No, that's our only.
Because again, they're like, we don't really need you. We're gonna get enough people to apply.
Yeah, it's a weird situation that we're in right now.
All right, my second rant. Why is willpower so hard? I want to be better, guys. I want to do better things. I want to drink less tequila sometimes. I want to eat less baked goods. I want to move more, but my willpower is so lacking. Why is it so hard to make good choices?
If you have less of the stuff in the house, it is easier.
Yes.
No, it is. Like, if you didn't have the stuff in the house to make cookies, you wouldn't make cookies.
I just go get it.
Okay.
No. So I do bake less.
Yeah.
My baked good number is okay.
Yeah, because I have to go on that. I was like,
But it's
the
traveling.
willpower of this whole household right here.
Oh, it's
is
awful.
I mean,
The last 3 of us we're screwed.
well, you made some cookies the other night,
Yeah.
right? No joke. Today, I woke up. Last night, I went to bed. There was 5 cookies. Got up this morning. CJ ate them all.
Yeah.
He ate 5 cookies this morning.
Yeah.
And I go, and I didn't get mad at him. It was more of like, what made you think to just eat 5 cookies?
Yeah.
And he had this discussion, and I was like, I get it. He was very honest, because he used to be the kid that was like, I didn't.
Right.
Or it's like, I threw him away.
Yeah.
I was like, nobody gets up in the middle of the night,
To throw away cookies.
takes cookies and throws them away.
Right.
But those are the things he used to say.
Yes.
Today he goes, well, I went down, I was hungry, and I looked in the fridge, and then I saw the cookies, so I just ate the cookies. And I'm like, okay, that's a real answer. You know, I was like, so I appreciate it. So he wasn't in trouble, nothing like that. He was like, that's a great answer, because there's no joke. I looked at those same 5 cookies last night and go, I could probably just have one, but I didn't have any. Instead I ate like a bag of potato chips.
Right.
So, I mean, it's like, so I get it.
Yeah.
But at least he was honest. But I was also going, like, he was talking to his nutritionist or whatever kind of nurse today and stuff. So it was kind of like, they say you're doing better, but let's not go back into those trends. But we're all like that.
Yes. I just want
Everybody in this house is
better.
Like
I don't know how to get better at it. I think I'm about to just go get hypnotized to make me not want things that I want.
No.
Ooh. Ozempic.
Then I'll whistle a certain song and you act like a chicken or something.
I'll just get on Ozempic and take away all willpower.
Mm-hmm.
All everything apparently is what
Ozempic scares me.
Yeah, me too.
Did we talk about that on here?
No.
Maybe we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Because it does frighten me, because we're finding out, because you were talking about willpower and then Ozempic.
Yes.
Ozempic was what they're finding out. It's not that it lessens your cravings to eat.
No.
It lessens your cravings for everything.
It lessens your addictive personality trait is what it does.
Yes.
So whatever you have the addiction towards, because most people, the reason why they're overweight is because they literally have some type of addiction to food. Whatever the food item is, it's food. And so it also messes with like people have stopped shopping. They've stopped gambling. They've stopped smoking. Like it takes away that addiction, that willpower addiction from you, no matter what it is.
I don't like that.
And then once you stop taking it, it comes back, which is why people gain weight when they're done. But yeah, it takes away the
that's awful.
addiction
I
part
think that's
in your
awful,
brain.
because
That's bananas.
no, that's scary.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to give you're going to stop doing everything.
But then you're going to be like, man, what was I was addicted to that.
You're just going to stop getting up. You're going to stop cooking. You're going to stop
Oh, no.
driving.
Yeah.
You're like, I love to drive. Now, maybe I was addicted
Whatever
to it.
the thing was that
Well,
made
it's like,
you happy.
seriously. Well, think about it. If this drug was back in the day, and let's say there was a weight or a food problem or a drinking problem,
Yeah.
quote unquote, that Michael Jordan had.
Right.
And he takes that, and he's addicted to winning.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he'd be like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll just sit here.
Right?
I mean, that's
Oh,
you
it
wouldn't
is
have
scary.
these things.
It is very scary.
Yeah. So I don't.
Still going to do it. No, I'm just kidding.
The complacency just scares me.
My doctor said I'm not fat enough yet.
Well, it's not even that. It's just that it scares me. I mean, we've all seen Firefly, right? I mean, come on.
No. Not everyone's seen Firefly.
Really?
I promise
Or
you.
Serenity, right?
Yeah.
That was the movie one. Because it was Firefly was the series.
Yeah.
And then it was Serenity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, last one. So Rebecca got me started on this show called Couples Therapy. It is on Paramount Plus / Showtime.
This is news to me.
Yeah, Scooter doesn't know this yet. So I started watching it. It's like a reality-ish show, but it's less on the drama of like how reality shows really are, and it's just a camera set up at the therapist's office, and she sees like each season she sees a certain amount of couples, and then she goes through the whole season discussing their issues and stuff with them. And it's interesting, the people who have been married for a really long time, who are so used to being treated a certain way by their spouse that I don't even, and she doesn't ever say like, hey, you're treating them wrong. She just asks a lot of questions to say, well, why do you do this? And why do you think this? But watching it from like my perspective, this guy, he was super dismissive to his wife. Everything she said was wrong. Even the things the therapist said, he was like, well, that's not correct. Like nobody was ever correct except for him. And she would be like, well, I don't like when you treat me dismissive. And he's like, well, then you shouldn't consider what I'm doing is treating you dismissive. Like it was never on him. It was always on her. And I'm just like, how do you, but she's been married for him for 25 years.
Oh,
She's not leaving, right? I'm not even sure what they're doing the therapy thing because he's not changing and she's not going to leave because that's her life. Like she says that she doesn't enjoy it, but
that's part of her personality.
yes,
Like accepting that.
yes,
Like it becomes for over those amounts of years, like it becomes part of you.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. And the one that was crazy, so there's this lady who's Puerto Rican and her husband's black. And so he was like, I find it hard because she wants to go to like these really fancy restaurants. I don't like how I'm treated there. And then she basically said, stop being the angry black man. So it's basically like, you're not, people talk to me because I'm like, they can come to me, but when people see you, they can't come to you. He's like, that's not it. I'm treated differently when I go to these places. And then the therapist's like, is it because you're black? And he's like, I think so. And his wife's like, I don't think that's why. And I'm like, that's your partner? And she's like, and she said, I already have my own battles to fight. Like, I can't take on his battles as well. And I'm like, that's your husband. What do you mean you can't take on his? What other battles are you taking on?
That's your, I mean, that's your one job is, I feel like your one basic duty as being partners is having the other person's back.
Yeah.
Right? Right or wrong, not immoral or moral, but right or wrong.
Yeah.
You have their back. And then you pull them aside and go, hey, maybe we could do that a little different.
Right.
No, I'm not talking like murder.
Right.
But you know, depending on what it is. But yeah, it's those kind of.
So my rant is blaming Becca for having me watch the show. Because now I'm going to have you watch the show. Season 1's done, so now we're on season 2. And every season's different people, so it's not like they roll over.
Yeah,
Same therapist, different people.
Oh, roll over. That's another thing. The Squid Game show's coming back this year.
You should have applied.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
Next year.
Nah.
With your wonky knees.
Nah.
All right, that's my last rant.
Your last rant?
Yeah.
Oh, so.
Oh, gosh.
Did you do anything for
I
What's
have
Up?
one thing for What's Up. It's in Sacramento.
So, all right. What's up in your area?
Sacramento.
What's up in you?
Pauly Shore's coming to Punchline on the 8th. That's all I had.
Oh, boy.
It was,
do you know who else
I
is
had
coming?
no show prep.
Not this weekend, but what's his name? He's coming to the Hard Rock that we were just at. It was on the thing.
Don't know.
White guy, blonde hair.
Bieber.
No, he's not singing. He's a comedian.
White guy, blonde hair.
Yeah, kind of. What's his name? I
don't know.
He's on all the Adam Sandler things. He's been around forever.
Oh, a little short guy?
Okay.
Is that what you're talking about?
Okay.
Was he in
Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2?
Yeah. Spade.
David Spade.
Yeah.
He's in everything that was what's his name? Farley.
Yeah.
Everything that was Farley, they were like best
I don't
friends.
know that I find him funny.
He is though.
You know what else is coming? You know
he's one of those people, like when you see him in an interview, he's just naturally funny. He's not looking for the joke.
Yeah.
He's just funny. And I think that's why I appreciate it. I don't watch a lot of his stand-up stuff, but in like conversations with people, he's not, because you could see a lot of people that are comedians that are in on a podcast or in an interview and they're always looking for the joke. Mm-hmm. He's just talking and he's just naturally funny.
The other guy who's coming is, the guy from Tires? The two, I don't know if they're cousins or friends that own the other shop. The guy has short hair and his buzz on the side.
Oh, yeah.
He's on the roast.
Yeah.
He's going to be in Sacramento.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see him. He's very
I
funny.
can't remember what his name is.
No, I can't remember.
Yeah,
either.
but that guy.
That kind of dark hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has a big old mustache.
Yeah. And then the buzz side's
it a
kind of like
mustache?
I have right now.
Yeah. So I got a haircut today.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Dun.
Oh, it's like, seriously.
Such a dad joke. All right, that's all I got.
happens.
What's up in Sacramento? Because that's all I had.
Just Sacramento. So the rest of you, go to Sacramento. What are you pulling back from? What was it? A spider? A snake?
No.
What was it?
Oh, I had a rant.
Oh, get it.
So I don't like flying things. And in my hotel, which is really nice, but it had a sliding glass door and a little patio. Super cute. You know what was in my room with me? Watching the game with me?
A bird.
A friggin' fly. I was like, what? I never have a fly in my hotel room. There was a fly in there that bugged me. I knocked him out. And then I opened the door so he would go to the light, and then I shoved him in there and closed it.
You shoved him in the light?
Well, he was already in there, so I just closed the glass door on him, between the glass and the screen.
Oh.
So we just stayed in the middle.
I know, I was like, shoved him in there. I was like, you let him out?
I wanted to let him out, but then I was afraid he'd come back in. Ooh, Midge.
Speaking of that, you just speaking of flying things, and all of a sudden one's in my face.
He loved you. Okay, that's all I got.
No,
Now we can shout outs.
we can. I will try.
Shout out! Woo! How many you got?
2.
I have 3. So I'm going to go first.
Of course.
Eminem.
So the ones that you didn't write, I was like, I didn't have time to write anything down.
Well, I wrote down where you were talking right now. Eminem. I don't know if you guys caught it. Scooter had to wake me up because I was asleep. Eminem went live yesterday at some Detroit thing. And it was awesome. I really hope he goes on tour because he's about to drop an album. Did he drop an album today?
I thought he did. I think it's coming out this summer. I don't think it's today.
I pre-ordered it.
But you still don't know. That's what's funny about you.
I don't know. I was mad because I missed the vinyl release. I missed the vinyl drop.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Fool.
I know. So I just got a digital pre-order. But yes, it was awesome. I love Eminem. He's like one of those people who's not, I don't find Eminem attractive, but his talent is hot. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. He has sexy talent.
He has sexy talent.
Yeah. It just makes you smile the whole time he's like performing. I'm like, oh, this is what you're meant to do in life. And I am okay with it.
Yeah, I don't think. No. Nah.
No.
Nothing's dropped.
Okay.
But it does have the Houdini song. So yeah, basically I was, I'm always connected to something.
He really is.
And then I was almost 90 minutes late to watching this live stream through Paramount because I guess the company Ford, rebuilt some old train station that was abandoned in the 80s and built it into like an art and culture thing.
Yeah.
And so they did a live production for its opening that was executive producer was Eminem. So I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, that sounds pretty cool. And I clicked on it and it just said, up next, Eminem.
Yeah.
And I text her, sent her a link.
He did.
I said, watch this.
Yeah.
Got no response.
No.
What are you looking for?
I was trying to see if it was on his website.
Oh.
Because there was like a link and now it's gone. And they just took my money and ran away. That was his Houdini trick. That'd be funny. Sorry.
Yeah, it was, yeah. So I got it just in time. I watched the whole performance. She was in after a song, I think.
I heard Houdini and then I heard the rest.
Oh, because Houdini was his first one.
Oh, then I was in for Houdini.
Oh.
I just missed a couple like
First
30
few bars.
30 seconds or something.
But yeah, Jelly Roll was in there singing. Trick was there. It was really good, and he did it with the symphony.
Yeah, that was cool.
Symphony was backing him up.
Yeah,
and he didn't hold back at all.
No,
he said all the things,
all the words,
unedited, and it was just
wonderful.
like it was pretty dope.
If he doesn't friggin' tour or have some shows this year, I will cry.
Yeah, you probably will.
I would if he doesn't announce something shortly. I'll be like, riot.
So I thought that's pretty cool.
Yeah, agreed. All right, what you
Very
got?
exciting. Cedric, our son, shout out. This is his first semester in multiple years.
Yeah.
That he passed his classes.
All of them.
Like,
Cry.
yeah, I was like, passed his classes.
Yeah.
We're not asking for A's.
No.
Sometimes not even
D-
C's.
is passing, guys.
That was one of them. But I was like, but it was the first report card.
Yeah.
Or first semester, there was not an F. I think it was the first one since middle school.
Yeah. I think that's right.
He thinks his freshman year was great. And I was like, then why were you in summer school after your freshman year?
No.
So.
I think. Yeah, no.
Yeah. So.
That's exciting.
It was very, very exciting. Also, on that same path as he's in classes over the summer, making up for stuff that he didn't pass before.
Yeah.
But they break it into 3 segments to get 3 classes in there. And they call them Apex classes, whatever. So it's like
go at your own pace.
Completion based.
Yeah.
More than it is sit your butt in a chair and stare at the wall.
Yeah.
So it's 3 weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's 3 weeks per session.
No, it's 2 weeks per session. It's 2 weeks per session.
Okay. Then why is he not going back for another week or so?
Because this was the first week and he finished. Then he's off next week and then he goes the week after. He goes the 17th. Yeah.
Do you know what day it is?
Yes.
Okay.
I do know what day it is.
So they're only 2 weeks?
Yes.
Okay. But he got the full session done in 3 days.
Yes. he
With a
did.
B.
With a B.
We're not talking just like, I mean, I said if you can keep a B, keep doing that.
Yeah.
Because the other programs it is. But yeah, did well on that. Shout out to him for making sure that he ended up with one class with a D minus, but I was like, I'll take it. And some other classes, did quite well in. So, yeah.
He was concerned about you today. He messaged me and he's like, why is Scooter, what was the word he used? It was almost like all over the place, but it was a different word he used. And I said, Scooter's got a lot. He's been trying to get done the last 3 days. I said, just be helpful.
What do you mean?
Okay.
I didn't ask him to do anything.
No, but your energy is,
I was up.
Yeah.
I was up because I was like, and I wasn't grumpy or anything, but I was like, I had to do stuff.
He didn't say you were. He just was like, it's just not you.
Well, it used to be me.
Yeah.
There was a time that was
what
me.
I'm
It's
saying.
like when I was the one who got him through 3 years of his school. I had to get him to places, go here and do that. And
You just haven't done that in years and years and years.
it's been about 3 years, 4 years.
COVID, basically.
Yeah, right before COVID.
So he was confused. That was all.
But it's one of those things, like a lot is going on right now.
Yeah. That's what I told him.
Yeah, and I gotta get it done.
Yeah, I agreed. All right. Scooter got old man shirts. I don't know if you guys can see what he's wearing right now. He got it from Costco. He's very excited about them.
I'm not. I'm just trying out a new thing. Short sleeves,
very
button
excited
up.
about them.
I'm excited because they don't make me as hot as some of the shirts that I wear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And they wick. They're wicking.
they're wicking.
Wicking.
So I'm trying something different.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
That was my
So
shout
if
out.
I end up liking them, I might have to order something from y'all guys' embroidery.
Oh God.
I'm just saying. I was thinking about it.
Not until you get rid of stuff in your closet.
Oh, for sure. I agree with that.
What else you got?
Tavala.
I think it's
Tovala. That.
friggin' Becca. Continue.
So it's kind of going. So we're kind of babysitting
Yes.
Rebecca's Tovala stove
Yes.
while they have their house. What do they call it?
For showing.
Staged.
Yeah, staged. Yeah, it's a good word.
Staged for showing. So it's a stove.
Yes.
It's a on the counter stove. It can do, and I don't know if she knows this, but it can toast. It can bake. It can steam. It can do what else?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
It says air fry.
Oh, crazy.
It says that in there. But what's cool, but here's the catch. Here's not the catch, but here's the selling point. Here's the, what is it called?
Here's the rub.
Not the rub.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
The selling point of this thing is you get a sweet deal on it because you buy little meals for it.
Yeah.
Right? And the cool thing is the meals, they come in like these little box things. They come fresh to your door. And it tells you what to do.
Yeah.
And then you scan a little QR code. The thing scans into there. And then you put it in there, scan the code that's on the card, and then push start.
It just does the rest.
It does it all.
That's good.
Like it's done. It because not only does it, because sometimes it has to bake it, sometimes it has to steam it. It just depends on what it is, and it just does it.
Yeah.
And it just all of a sudden you see the timer and go, all right, in 15 minutes I got food, or in 20 minutes I got chicken parmesan.
Yeah.
So we had chicken parmesan last night. I tried out these whatever kind of hot dog things. That tater tots came out really good.
Nice.
So it's to me it's a cool experience. I don't know if it's worth the money, realistically.
I don't know how much it cost.
Well, I looked into it. I think it's like $10 to $15 per meal.
Oh, that's high.
Yeah, it's pretty high. So I'll look more into that.
Ish. Yeah.
Well, it depends on what you get.
Right.
If you're getting the chicken parmesan, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
But a couple hot dogs and some tater tots, that's pretty
I
high.
think that's Little Orville's meals. I think. Anyways.
Cool. That means nothing. I'm talking about the cost of the food.
Yeah, I know.
Not the name of who it goes to.
Whatever.
So.
I'm
feel
saying
like
I think kids' meals cost less. That was the point I was trying to
Yeah,
make.
but I think they start at $10.
I don't know.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, my last one. when I fly, have a tendency to fall asleep before we leave the ground. I will sit down. I don't care what time of day it is. I will sit in my seat, put on my headphones, and
Shout out.
go to sleep. So,
Oh.
my shout out was to my flight attendant who took everyone's order, was handing out drinks, saw that I had awoken because I was like, God dang it, I missed the drinks and the snacks again. And was like, would you like a water? I said, yes, I would like a water. And so she gave me a water. And I was like, thank you so much. Can I have a ginger ale? No, I was kidding. I didn't. I just took my water and I said thank you because she didn't have to give me anything because I missed my window. So my shout outs to my flight attendant for bringing me a water. That's all.
I
appreciated it.
I think it's one of the. I think as technology grows, I think a cool thing that they would have is because all the things you can do already on the app for the flights and all the airlines, you can already do all the stuff. Like some of them you can even like certain ones you can order your food.
Oh yeah.
On the flight.
Yes. We'll pre-order it.
Well, you can pre-order and order it while you're on the flight. But also with the the screens that they have and all those kind of things, I was like, I think it'd be kind of cool to have some sort of system of like, hey, I'm just gonna take a nap, but I still do want a ginger ale.
Right.
So it's already coming.
And if it wasn't such a short flight, she probably would have given me whatever. Because even she came back around, was like, does anybody want anything else? And I was like, I'm not gonna be that person. All right, we're landing in friggin' 25 minutes. I'm not gonna be that idiot.
But it's a what, hour and 20 minutes?
If that. It was a short flight.
Yeah.
All right, that's my last one. It's my last shout out.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
That's all we got.
You ready for this?
We don't know what we're ready for.
No.
Did you already push it?
No.
Oh. I don't know any.
Advise me not. And I don't know what we're talking about.
I gave you a little premise because I was like, this is kind of we're on a whim, in a sense. I didn't know if we were going to do this today.
Yeah.
And then Sarah goes, oh yeah, we're going. I was like, I'll be a little late, but I was like, okay. I thought, okay. So
because otherwise it'd be like a month before we're back on here.
That is true. I'd like to go speak because there's a lot of things going on in life with a lot of different people. Yeah. When it talks about, I know how it is to buy a house. Well, do you? Because you bought a house?
I don't. I don't know.
Okay. So now you move the mic. I don't understand. She won't move the mic from her mouth when she's chewing.
I could.
Yeah.
You know, you pour your own stinking drink.
Woo! Coming in hot. So I really want to go because there's a lot of people like saying they know how it is to be a kid and to grow up, and I was like, but you're 17, you're 20, like, and then there's other people's like, oh yeah, I know. It's kind of this mentality of, I know how to do that because I saw it on YouTube, and that's been a mentality for a long time. That's not just because of YouTube, but I just think the current one is that. And I'm saying, the topic I had was going through it versus gone through it.
Okay.
Right? So the concept was when you're going through something and you come out on the other end, and you come out on the other end in a better place, that means you've gone through it.
But I think once you come out on the other end, no matter which way you come out of it, you've still gone through it.
Yeah, but
good or bad.
True. But you can't go to another person and say, I gone through that and I know what's up. If you went through it and it was worse and you got worse. If you didn't come out on the other end, knowing something new and finding a way to do something different. It's kind of like, what I'm saying is it's the same thing as saying just doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. Insanity. Or not getting a better result. Well, then why are you, like, if I keep shooting free throws and I just keep missing and don't do anything different.
Right.
Okay, but you know how to throw you know how to throw a free throw at that point. So you're saying you've gone through it. No, because you can't make a free throw still. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So if it's that practice makes perfect, it's practice makes better.
Yeah.
But if your practice isn't making you better, then you ain't gone through it yet. You're still going through it.
So
go ahead.
Do you feel like people who are going through it shouldn't have an opinion because they haven't gone through it?
No. That's definitely not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're going through it and it comes out worse or just as bad or it didn't get fixed. You're still going through it because guess what? You're going to have to go through that again.
Okay.
Until you understand how to deal with it. That way, the next time you're like, I've done this before. It was okay at the end. I know how to get through this. It'll be good. But if you keep repeating it and don't come out better on the other end, you're going to have to go through it again. And it might work out the next time, but it might not.
Okay. I think I understand what you're saying. In my head, it's not what I thought we were talking about. I mean, I don't think I knew what we were talking about. Because when you were bringing up, like, the teenager thing.
Yeah.
Because in my head, every teenager will tell you, like, you don't understand what I'm going through. Because
True.
this is what I'm going through, not what you've gone through. They're not the same things. Right? There's similarities.
You're right.
But what I'm going through is not what you've gone through.
Correct.
So I think sometimes we go through things and we try to give our opinions and our advice because we've gone through it. But people who are going through it are like, I'm glad you went through something, but it wasn't this.
Right. And I think that's it's kind of similar. But what I'm trying to get is there's people that are, let's just say, going through it and giving advice to other people that are going through it. That usually you need that. And you need somebody. It's that system of you need a mentor. And you also always need somebody to mentor.
Yeah.
If that's to me, that's the perfect balance.
Yeah.
I'm mentoring somebody and I'm being mentored by somebody.
Yeah.
That way, and I feel like everybody needs that, right? You have somebody that has that experience that really went through what you're going through, and it could be very specific incident, but has gone through what you've gone through, or very similar. You know, it was like, but you listen to kind of their guidance and those things. And then also you have a little bit more experience than somebody in certain things.
Yeah.
So you can also mentor somebody else.
Do you find it with your personality that you can easily have somebody who's gone through it give you advice that you're going through?
Depends on what it is. For sure. That's fact. If somebody's gone through those things, like there's certain people in my life that I know that they've gone through it.
Yeah.
You know, like they've gone through losing somebody to suicide, those types of things. And then you talk about depression and people not doing well. And I was like, that's somebody I really want. That's somebody I appreciate their opinion because they've gone through that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, losing a kid or losing a parent or something like that. It was like, if I ever lost a child or a parent, would I go to somebody that has never lost a child or a parent? It'd be hard for me. But if they came to me and mentored me, I was like, I would have to listen because like you really did go through that. It was kind of like if I just look at it anyways, like if you're going into the workforce and you're trying to, and so going to work at a Home Depot.
Yeah.
And there's the plywood saw in the back. Are you going to show somebody else how to use the plywood saw?
Me personally?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
I've never used it.
There you go. To me, it should be that simple.
Yeah.
Never used it.
But is there a point where the people who have gone through it, it's been so long that it's not even relative at this point? Like, we'll go Home Depot. Like at some point, tools get better, tools change,
True.
tools evolve.
Yes.
So you could be like, well, I've gone through it. And they're like, but you've never used the tools I'm using. So how
True.
can you give me advice when you haven't
That
used
is
the
very
tools
true.
that I have?
That is true. That is true. There's new tools all the time.
Yeah.
There's new tools for just coping. You
Yeah.
know, there's new cars. There's new everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not going to sit here and I'll try and figure it out.
Right.
But if I get lost, how many times have I sat here and gone, I can't, what? I can't.
Anytime
Right.
I have to order something.
But that's not me saying I know how to do it.
Right.
That's me saying I am helpless right now. I need somebody to help me.
Yeah.
But I think there's some things of until you've gone through it and gone through the mucky muck a little bit, have you really gone through it?
That's true.
Have you experienced something to where the next time you have a similar experience, you have the tools?
Yeah.
And I think that happens a lot is everybody thinks they know everything and then go into stuff and they're clueless, but there's like, but I know how to do this, and then screw up the whole thing.
I also find it hard that, like when you want to mentor somebody, they don't want to be mentored.
Well, that's not how it works.
What do you mean?
You
can't mentor somebody who doesn't want to be mentored?
Yeah.
But sometimes you can.
No.
Yeah.
You can set an example, but you can't mentor them. There's a difference.
Is there?
Yes, for sure. I feel very strong. It's like somebody being a mentor, you don't choose to go, I'm going to be your mentor.
Sometimes you do.
Okay. Well, that's arrogant.
Maybe.
I was like,
That's parenting.
Not parenting and mentoring are two different things to me.
Really?
Parenting to me is trying to keep them within these guidelines so they don't stray off into like the wilderness. Like keep them alive, keep them a little bit focused, keep them within these barriers so that those, to me, and then as they get older and have more experiences and they see the results of their actions and the results of positive things and the things they do, then you widen those barriers as they get older. That's what I think parenting is.
I consider a big mentorship where you come to me with issues and concerns. We talk about it. I give you my thoughts, feelings, and opinions.
And they go, you're stupid. You're just a boss mom. I don't need your opinion, and walk off.
Not always. Sometimes they listen to me.
You think?
Yeah. The amount of times, because Elise is the one who'd be like, you're dumb. But the amount of times she's called to ask my advice since she's moved, I'm like, I mean, it's the same advice I gave you when you lived here. You just didn't listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I feel like I've been mentoring for a long time, whether they listen to the mentorship. But if you come to me and ask me for advice, opinions, help.
Is that but if you're giving somebody advice and they're not listening to the advice, are you an actual mentor at that point? Or are you just somebody giving somebody advice?
You're still a mentor. I mean, even the mentors that you have, I don't know if you've ever had, I don't know that I've ever had a mentor, but if I go to somebody and ask their opinion, I think about like the first therapist I've ever had. I'm asking for your opinion. Doesn't mean I want it. I mean, doesn't mean I'm going to do anything with it, but I'm still asking you for the opinion. It's still, I feel like you could still have a mentor and not do everything they say.
Oh, that's true. There's a difference between doing everything somebody says and somebody being a mentor. But I just feel like, there's a difference to me. To me, there's a difference. A mentorship is like somebody that there's an agreement between the two people or two beings or whatever. Like somebody is their mentor. And it's kind of like, and I feel like if you're not the mentor, you're the
mentee
or the Padawan.
Jeez, way too nerdy.
No, I'm just like, what's is it a mentee, mentor?
Mentee.
I don't know, but mentee. We're gonna call it a mentee. I feel like the mentee could be a mentor to the mentor, and they become the mentee in different situations. It just depends on the situation.
Yeah,
and that becomes more of a partnership, good friendship. You know, like when you have your best friends, it's kind of how that works, right?
Yeah.
Like there's certain people, there's certain things like your best friends that you go to for, and then vice versa,
right?
That they come to you for, but they're usually not the same thing. They're usually a little bit different because you're different people,
right?
But I feel like that's what I mean by a mentorship is kind of you go to that person instead of that person coming to you. That's how I perceive it, but I could be totally just the way I look at it.
I don't know. I just think like if you're close enough with somebody, and I mean, you don't have to call it a mentor role, and they see you in, like, say it's a business person that you know, and they see you doing something in your business that's going to truly F it up, and they go to you and say, I saw that this happened. I want you to know that if you keep doing this, this is going to happen. You may not have asked for advice, but as someone looking out for you, they're like, hey.
Yeah, that's true.
This is awful.
I think that's just somebody that has experience giving you advice, not a true. I always feel like, I feel like a mentor is somebody that you go to.
Okay.
They don't come to you. Otherwise, you
I
go.
don't know if I have a mentor.
I have some mentors in certain areas, and some of them are short-lived because some of them are short-lived because you think they're a mentor. You go to them and go, "You're an idiot.
You don't know anything."
I was like, "Wow." I've seen that in business a lot.
Yeah.
I'm going, "What? You left, 100 people high and dry, and that's your plan? I was like, I can't be part of this. And I'm like, skirt, I'm out. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Nope.
Those types of things is like, I feel like it's something you go to,
Okay.
and then it becomes like this symbiotic
I
relationship.
don't have any of those. Becca?
But she comes to you for certain things too.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's, and I think good friendships can become mentorships.
Yeah.
Like there's just certain people that I would not go to for relationship advice.
Right.
But I feel like there's some people that I look up to as a mentor of like, I'd like your advice on this because we're in a similar situation.
Yeah.
We've gone through similar things in these times. You've done this. You've come out on the positive end of after you went through it. You can say, man, I really got through that.
Right.
Maybe I should say maybe instead of going through it versus got through it. Maybe I should have said that.
I don't think I was going to change.
No, because gone.
Drink this.
Oh, I didn't. Because I don't feel like you got through something if it's worse after it's over.
I don't know if that's true. Salut.
Example?
I don't know.
Okay, that's why I'm just trying to I'm trying to comprehend. Not that you're wrong, not that I'm telling you wrong. I just don't understand where you're coming from.
If you're worse when it was done?
What? You're going through something.
Yeah.
And you come out on the other end learning, and I don't say worse, like you didn't learn anything. You didn't grow through it. Your experience level, it's like you didn't level up. Nothing to that effect. Did you get through it? Or you just like, it happened and we'll see what happens next time that happens to me.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
That's what I mean. I mean, like, I should have said got through it. Because everybody went through it.
Yeah.
You can go through it, but once you're done with it, if you didn't learn anything, if you haven't gained any experience points, if you're not in a better place mentally, emotionally, physically, however you want to go through it, then did you really get through it? Or
fair.
did you just maintain?
And maybe you're still in it. And you
Right.
thought you got through it, but you're still in it.
It's literally what I said.
Interesting.
I said you're just still going through it. Because it was what was that saying that I said? It was like, can you turning post-traumatic stress into post-traumatic growth? That was something I think it was said by what's his name? Neil Brennan. On one of the podcasts. It was kind of like post-traumatic stress can be post-traumatic growth.
That's fair.
Because going through trauma, is it going to stress you out?
Yes.
And if it still stresses you, out, you're still going through it.
Right.
So you're not on the other end. You didn't get through it.
Yeah.
You're still dealing with
in
it.
it.
You're still in it.
Yeah.
But if you can turn it into post-traumatic growth, that means you got through it.
Yeah.
You're getting through it. Not still going through. You're getting through it.
Yeah.
You're growing during or after. I don't know.
Okay.
What do you think
Interesting.
about those things? That's the topic.
We've been discussing it the whole time.
Well, I had to explain my topic.
Well, because I was confused. I mean, I asked questions.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, I mean, then podcast over.
I know.
I don't know why we're here.
Ask me a question.
Other
than how do you feel about it? Ask me a real question.
Oh, so this is an interview now. Talent. The talent's here.
Well, I asked
the
you
interviewer is
questions.
here.
You should ask me questions.
No, you just asked me what I meant. What do
No.
you mean by that?
No.
I don't agree with you. That was the conversation. So the question is, do you feel like you've gone through something that you still have to get through?
Yes.
Okay. Can you how about, here's a better interview question. Could you explain to me something that you've been through and you're still going through?
I mean, I feel like my big one's obviously mom.
Right.
I want to be like, I'm at a better place. I'm in a better place than I was, obviously, the day of, the year after. But 2 years in, I'm still not, I haven't gone through it. I'm still in
but
it.
you're getting through it. There's a difference
Am
between
I?
going through it and getting through
Am
it.
I getting through it? I hope so.
Well,
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? That's not that
I
is
don't know what
that is
because
something nobody else can answer except you.
that's my point. I don't know what it looks like to go through to have gone through it. I don't know what the end looks like. I don't know what it looks like to be like I've gone through that.
Have you talked to anybody that has also lost their parent?
One.
Okay, maybe find another.
I don't know anybody
Find
else. Everyone I know is my age. No one's lost their parent.
Then
Right.
I mean, here's what it is. How many Facebook groups do you belong to right now?
3?
Just 3.
Yeah.
I could go through. There's only 3 that you're part of.
4.
Okay.
Whiskey.
Okay. Whiskey.
Marriott.
Marriott.
Disney. All-inclusive resorts.
Cal Poly.
That's not a group, is it?
It's a group with all the
I
parents
guess that's
and
true.
all stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cal Poly.
I'm just saying there's probably
And then
more.
Juice Plus. So 6.
There's probably more. Tower Garden.
No, I'm out of that.
All I'm saying is you will do that for consumption or consumerism or that type of thing, right?
Yeah.
But why aren't we doing it for, and I'm not saying you, I said
I'll
we.
tell you why I'm not.
Well,
I don't want to talk to people about stuff like that I don't know.
right. And I maybe it's a bad example to say Facebook group, but it was like I'm not saying join a Facebook group,
Right.
but I'm saying
Find a group.
there should be a safe place for people to discuss those things.
Yeah.
Because the more you discuss those things, the more tools you get that you didn't know existed.
Yeah.
Isn't that the point though? Isn't that the point of talking to people in the community or talking to other people that have gone through something? Or if you're going to think about doing pottery, are you going to talk to people that only work with 2x4s?
No.
You're
So
gonna-
I agree. Maybe my example, I can't do my example because I can't cry every single day hearing other people's story. Like, to me, that's not going to
I
work.
understand
But
what you're saying, and I'm not saying every day. All I'm saying is, and I'm not saying you. I'm not coming at you. I'm talking about me too. I was talking about in general as people. Why aren't we making it normal to talk about grief that literally probably 90%
Have dealt with.
of the human race,
Yeah.
all of us are going to have to deal with death.
Right.
All of us, unless we die as a small child and never seen another person die.
Right.
All of us have to deal with death. So how come we don't talk about it?
Yeah. 'Cause it's
Just in
sad.
general. But it happens all the time.
I know.
But it literally happens all the time.
Yeah.
So it should be a little bit more normal. And that's one topic.
Right.
I'm talking about all the other topics too. It's like, it's pretty normal.
Yeah.
For people to go through something that's similar than you, but we're in this state, like you were saying before, and defending it felt like earlier, was like, it's similar, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're right. It's not.
Right.
So walk around with no tools because it's not exactly the same of what you're going through.
Yeah.
Walk around with no tools and fall off the building.
Yeah.
Keep getting hurt, lose an arm.
I do understand what you're saying because
Yeah.
I mean that's it. That is why I'm in the groups that I'm in, right?
Right.
Because I want the tools that they have to do things
Because
differently.
they've done something differently than you.
Right.
With the same situation.
Yeah.
But they've done something differently.
They've already done it, and now
Well,
I can feed off of what they
Yeah.
did.
I was like, man, this discount code at this hotel. And
Yeah.
I was like, well, maybe there's a similar thing.
Right.
Maybe there's something like, do you know what really helped me was this? And you go, wow, I never even thought about doing
Yeah.
that. Or the same concept of like being unhoused or being evicted.
Right.
And you go, I've been evicted.
Yeah.
I've been evicted. I've lived without a home. I've been houseless
Yeah.
before and went couch surfing, sometimes slept in the driveway. Best thing I could do. But realistically, if there was more people to go, hey, I've been through that. This is what I did. Here's the co-ops that you can
Right.
go to.
Yeah.
Here's a
Here's the
free bed
resources,
to go. As like if we were more open about that instead of going, you don't understand what I'm going through. Well,
Yeah.
then you're just gonna keep going through it, bro.
Right.
If you keep having that attitude of you don't understand what I'm going through and my hardships, so you don't understand.
Yeah.
Well, then you're just going to keep going through it.
That's true.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's on you though, right? So until you're ready to go to somebody that's been through it,
Yeah.
and ask them, hey, how'd you get through that? Let me tell you how I got through it.
Right.
I'm not saying it's for you,
Yeah.
but this is how I got through it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I agree with that.
Because I feel like that, but that's every youth too. Is like,
Yes.
we know better and we're going to do better this next generation. And then they just F it up differently than we did.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually how it works.
Yeah.
Not, they don't make it worse. They just make it differently bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty much every generation.
Yes.
So
I agree with that. I mean, I think I like it. I think I like what we talked about.
see, this is what happens when I pick a topic. Sarah's like, I don't agree. I think I like it. You know, she picks a topic and we go for it. You know, but I think that's, you know, that's something that's just become part of my DNA because we've been together so long that when we go to therapy, that's just who we are now.
Well, that you talk about everything and I just agree. No.
I think it was the other way around. Yeah.
You say more words than I do.
Yeah. That doesn't mean that I'm right.
That's true. You
Yeah.
have more words.
Yeah. I usually use the wrong words in a weird context also.
I do have a question. That's
Is
kind of similar to this.
You're going to have a statement.
No.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Oh, why do I have a statement?
Yeah, because I'm going to go refill my beer.
I'm the bartender. I'm going to ask you the question and you're going to answer it.
Jeez. See? This
But
yet I talk too much.
you do talk too much.
Okay. But she's going to ask a question, then I have to vamp.
You're going to make me forget what I was going to say.
I'm trying to make you forget.
I just wrote down forget. So do you think the whole gone through it thing, when it comes to parents,
Yeah.
think of your relationship with your parents, your kid's relationship with you.
Right.
Do you think that you ever get to a point where you go to them and you're like, well, you've gone through things. Have you ever gone to your parents and been like, you've gone through things, let's talk about this?
To my dad, I have. Yes, totally. Yes.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
Not recently.
No. I mean, I'm almost 51. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Like
Recent.
your dad was
after
51 before?
Yeah, but okay, but after a while, you kind of go, my trajectory is now completely different, and you know, now we can't. At a point, our trajectories go different directions. I feel like, unless you're like living right next door to each other still. So yeah, I think when I was in my 30s, it was the last time I kind of had those conversations because I was having some issues with where to live, real estate, purchasing.
Oh, yeah, he's good at that.
You know, purchasing a house, renting, having, you know, all those types of things, buying another car, investing, doing those kind of things. So yeah, I was like, yes, those are the questions that I asked him. I didn't ask him, you know, how to stay married the rest of your life because that was just not our thing. You know, we both have our challenges in certain areas. But it was like, no, that was the thing. It was like barbecuing meat. That was a conversation in my late 20s. So, and Sarah's trying to ask questions not on the microphone, but not deep emotional things. Oh yeah, let's go there. Because you didn't have deep emotional conversations with anybody. Not with your parents. I did with my dad. Never with my mom. I did with my dad. My dad was, I mean, he wasn't super supportive or like, I didn't cry on it, but it was like he went with Erin Bailey's mom when that was all splitting up. Like, we all kind of lived in the same area.
Yeah.
In the same vicinity, I guess. So he was one of those guys who's like, this is, you know, I hear things that are going on and all this stuff she's doing. And then the word kind of got to him and he's like, hey, here's what's up. And, you know, it was like, so there was some emotional conversation there. And I didn't go, no, you're an effing liar. I was like, that probably is, you know.
Yeah.
I wasn't, yeah, that sounds about right. So those types of things, like there's been those conversations, like and there was kind of like, what do I asked him, like, what do I do next? Like,
Yeah.
what do I do at this point?
Because I feel like parenting mentors, like I feel like I've gone to my parents with questions about what do I do with these a-holes? Just kidding. What do I do with these kids? Like,
But is that
so mean.
is that a mentorship or just a parenting thing? I feel like there's a difference.
What's the difference?
There's guidance and then there's mentorship to me. I don't know.
I don't know what the difference is.
I don't know. I just feel like parents are those people that did the best they could with what they had, and you try and do the best with the tools they gave you.
Mm-hmm.
But after a while, you go look at other people to be not your parent, but your mentors. So I guess you could have your parents be mentors in certain aspects, in certain ways. But I feel like the things that you're kind of like, it takes a village.
Right.
Even as an adult, if you're a young adult or in your 20s or whatever, 30s, and you're going to your parents for certain things, you still have to have other people because they only know one way of doing it that worked for them. That does not mean it's going to work for you.
I don't know that I've asked advice of people when it comes to the kids other than my parents. Maybe Aunt Deborah and uncle, my aunt and uncle.
But
maybe.
Don't you think that's a little...
You think it's odd?
No, I didn't say odd. Don't you think that's a little narrow-minded? Because when you talk about how your parents raised you guys, do you feel like they had any downfalls?
Yeah, they're humans.
That's not what I'm saying. Do you feel like they had any downfalls?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that other people might not have had those same downfalls? Does that make sense? Like, other people were probably good. There's probably other parents out there that were good at what your parents were bad at.
True.
It might be bad at what your parents were good at.
Yeah.
So wouldn't you want to kind of collect all that information?
Did you have other parents you asked advice of?
For sure.
Who?
What do you mean?
Who did you know that you asked advice from?
My neighbors. Like, I openly talked, like, asked people about, like, I was going to church at the time, so I'd ask, other people in the church that were older than me, had older kids, had gone through a divorce.
Maybe that's why the kids are so messed up. I didn't ask anybody else for help.
I always asked somebody. I was never like, except when we got together, I was like, I know how to do this. I've asked all these people, and I'll go, wow, these kids are completely different than anything I've ever experienced in my life. Back to the drawing board. So of course I've talked to my buddy Jim about parenting kids. I've talked to people when I was at Kovars. I would talk to them we would talk about kids.
I've talked about parenting, but I don't think I've ever asked someone's advice on, like, what would you do in this situation?
Oh, I mean, I think we even talked about it today. Like, I was at CCCS. I was talking to the principal there.
Mm-hmm. John?
No, Michelle.
Oh.
I don't know if she's principal. He's more of the site
Okay.
guy, whatever. But we're talking because her son lives in Tacoma, and he got in an accident, like ran into a thing and with his car, and it's like a $500 deductible, but now he doesn't have a car for like a couple months. And I was like, man, we've been there. And I said this, and she goes, yeah, and we did this. So we're just going back and forth. I was like, why, if we're going to talk about that, I mean, of course this is what I did. She goes, oh, this is what I've done. And I was like, and I go, in Tacoma, they have a really good public transportation. So if you just get him a bike and, a pass, he can go pretty much anywhere in all of Tacoma. She goes, yeah, I did check that out. I was like, really look into it. It's not that expensive. She's like, I totally will. It's like, why that's how humans have survived.
I mean, I guess I do that.
No, I'm just saying this is the only reason our little squishy bodies have survived this long.
Yeah.
Is because we look at other people, get experience, and then we try and figure it out. So, I mean, we couldn't take all of these structures around off of us right here and put us out in the wilderness. We're dead.
Oh, I'd be dead.
No, we're dead.
In about 4 seconds.
No, I'm just saying we're dead.
Yeah.
Without tools, ingenuity, learning, we're just dead.
Yeah.
So I feel like that should be our same thing as parents. Is like, I'm asking questions all the time.
I don't know that I ask questions. I just talk about it. But not everyone gives me advice. They just listen.
Okay. And then you move on. But if somebody gives you advice, you go, man, I maybe I should look into that. I didn't know about that. Isn't that the same thing as going on and go, man, I never thought about signing up for this credit card and get that many points and then move it over to the airline thing. And I was like, whoa, the first time you did that, do you just do it and hope it worked? Or did you like somebody did and go, wow, I'm going to try that too?
Well, the first time I messed it up.
Right.
Yes.
But then you look
then I
for it.
learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of the same concept?
Yeah.
Isn't that why in this current day and age, we don't just fill them full of whiskey and Benadryl and hit them a bunch of times and throw them in bed?
Since when? No, we don't do that.
No, I'm just saying
I know. We've learned.
because we talk to other people and it's
Yeah.
like, wow, this works better.
Yeah. Just bore them. Bore them to sleep.
Yeah, lecture them like I do. And they go, can I just go to bed?
It's their favorite thing.
No, and I think that's where I was kind of going through is like, if you're going through it, you really can't, it's hard to give somebody else advice or be a mentor to somebody who's going through the same situation as you.
Yeah.
Yet you should have those people. That's true. You should have multiple people that they don't just waddle, not the people that just waddle, but it's like you need people to, as a team, to go through something.
Yeah.
So it's okay to have people that are going through the same thing as you go through it with you.
Yeah.
But if you don't have other people in your life that have already gotten through it, then it's that blind leading the blind.
Mm-hmm.
It's the inexperienced leading the inexperienced.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Mm.
Like, would you say you don't trust a skinny chef?
It's true. Except
Okay.
for, what's her name?
Kristen?
Yes.
Kristen?
Yeah.
But we've never eaten her food.
I still trust her.
Because she had a show? No, but
looks
realistically, like
insane.
when you go to, would you go to a physical trainer, like a trainer that is 70 pounds overweight?
No.
Why?
Because I need you to be in
Because they're
shape.
still going through it.
Right.
They didn't get through it yet.
Yeah. All right. I agree. I agree with what you're saying. I
I'm
changed
not
my
trying-
position now. Just kidding.
I'm not trying to make you agree with. I was just saying this is
Yeah.
where I'm coming from. That doesn't mean I'm right. Doesn't mean you're not. You're right, or we have different. That's just where I come from.
Yeah.
Somebody going, "Oh, I've got all this figured out." I was like, "You've done nothing. So you haven't done it. So you can't tell me how to do something if you've never done it.
That's true.
That's hard to do.
That people do it though.
We know that
Yeah.
over and over."
Yeah.
That was the discussion today. It was like when I was talking to Michelle again, it was like we live in a YouTube society to where they've seen the
it, so
video,
they know.
so they're overconfident. Like, oh, I can drive a car,
Right.
and now somebody's dead in Elk Grove.
Oh, that was awful.
Like this is because a child saw a YouTube video on how to steal a car and how to drive a car.
Yep.
So they stole the car, drove the car, and ran over someone and killed them.
They did. 13 years old.
All I'm saying is that's where we're at.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's just this current generation. It's pretty much every generation. I know better than anybody else because I'm full of hormones
Right.
and can do a backflip.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I'm bendy. I know it. I
Yeah.
know it's good for the world.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if we're just talking to ourselves these days.
That's fine. But you want to play a game today?
On camera?
Yeah.
Oh, what are we playing? Oh, there's Sir Hop.
Hey, this Pringles pants man. You want to say hi in the camera?
CJ just walked up with his Pringles tights.
Hey, kiddo.
Oh, there he is. Oh. He did it. He helped with the
Hey.
camera test today. He did. Mom wasn't here, so he had to sit in and help me focus cameras.
We haven't done the pink box in a while.
Jeez. The pink box. It's because you took everything out of it.
I did not.
You just went through it and picked all the stuff you liked. And so I said, we can't play this game anymore. That is literally what happens. You can't say that's untrue because it's
I'm
been
doing it right now.
recorded and filmed.
Oh, I thought you said I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, you're literally doing it right now.
I am. Ooh, that's good.
See, look at it. She's going through them right now.
I am.
Not how the game is built.
It's fine. Ooh, that's good. Okay. You take these.
And do what with them?
You're going to pick one and answer it.
Do I read them?
Yeah. No, just pick one and read out loud and then answer it.
Why do I have to answer it?
Because I said so.
Well, then why don't you read it to me?
I'm going to answer it too. I'm just finishing my list.
Oh, this is so much fun. Okay, here's a question for you.
Okay.
Are there any companies you would like to work for?
Yes. My own. Just kidding. This is gonna sound really dumb. I would like to work for a food company where I get to taste food.
You
Still hungry. What would a company be that I want to work for? Okay, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. What about you?
Are there any companies you would like to work for?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
No.
None?
Who? Name one company you think I might like working for.
Sci-Fi, the network?
To do what? You no. Now, if I could become on-air talent without all the work and all the experience and the talent to do it, I'm in.
You wouldn't want to work for like either Rode or a pedal builder or a guitar builder?
I think the problem is work for.
Your CEO.
I'd say work with
Oh,
1,000%.
same thing.
1,000% would be working with
You made a list.
Rode for sure.
Yeah.
I love their, I mean, even though I'm using a Shure microphone right now on camera.
Ooh, I'm not.
Oh no. Yes, you are. It says on both of our mics.
I
am. I have fallen in love with their products. And not just their products, but their people. I've talked to many people in that company and just love them. But I don't think I'd like to work for them. I'd like to work with them.
Okay.
And I think that's the same thing, like native audio. I wouldn't want to work for Mike
Yeah.
and Micah. I don't think I'd want to work for them, but work with them. Absolutely, 1,000%. You know, like not even as partners, but as like two different entities helping each other out. That's huge to me.
Yeah.
All right. So you avoided the question. Are there any companies you would like to work for besides food tasting companies, which is not a thing?
I bet you it is.
Do you know what we do for a living? Our whole company, our thousands and thousands of employees, we taste food.
Yes.
Who?
Food critics. It's a whole industry.
That's different. Food critics is more of a journalist and that type of thing.
I would like to work
Than it is.
for, I'm not going to say specific company, but an international airline
Ooh.
because I want free flights.
Yeah, but okay. So you want the benefits of working for these companies, but what about the work? What would you be doing for this company?
Obviously, I'd be their marketing specialist. I'm just kidding.
So
I don't
let
know.
me let me understand. Besides telling me what workers' comp code, what would you say you'd want to do? Their marketing specialist. So you probably know that code. What's the code? If you're a marketing specialist for somebody, they have a code, right?
Well, kind of.
Okay, so don't over explain it because then it's gonna get real boring. But besides their workers' comp code, what is their job description?
In my head, that I would do?
No, the job description, not
Right.
what you do. Job description.
As a marketing specialist.
Yep, marketing specialist.
My marketing specialist position would be
Holy.
I would have to, unfortunately, fly to all the places, talk about the company with a small group of people, hand out merch, and shake babies. Just kidding.
But marketing
Baby
is
shake
also videos, target audiences.
But I don't have to do that.
Well, that's marketing.
But that's not every marketing person doesn't always have to do that. That's a marketing team. That's not my position on the team. I've already thought about this.
So this is not a company you want to work for. This is a type of company and specific job that you feel you need to be hired for.
Yes.
Yet you have no experience in those things.
I know how to talk to people. I don't know if you know this, but I do marketing for our company. I meet with people, talk about contracts, talk about business. I'm just saying. Actually, do have experience.
I think any small business owner that's
right.
That's 90% of your job.
Right.
Is a marketing specialist.
Yes.
That is true.
Yes, that's what I'm
No, that's
saying.
fact. Like if you're any small, that you have to be a marketing specialist in this
Yes.
day and age.
That's
You
what I'm
can't
saying.
just be a CEO. No, I'm agreeing
You're
with you,
welcome.
but
All
I'm
right.
just also playing a little bit of this advocate because I'm like,
You'd be great at it.
marketing. You don't even check your Instagram, but like once a day.
Different part of the team.
Okay, but if you need to know all those demographics and all those things according to that, it's like
Yeah,
that person's
I
just
would
going to
know
give you
them.
that information.
Yes.
It's-
It's
okay.
called reporting. Read a report. Obviously. What is this what I picked? I thought it was something else. Oh, this one. What is your favorite piece of clothing?
What do you mean? Like
That's the question.
shirt, shorts, underwear, socks, or a certain shirt, certain underwear, certain socks?
We're
That
gonna
makes
go
sense.
specific, certain.
Like one piece
Yes.
of clothing. My
Yes.
favorite one. Boy, that's really hard to do. I have it would have to be a shirt,
Okay.
I think. The shorts that you got me, I really they're right now they're pretty close to my favorite. They're close. But like cuz I always like wear certain things over and over
Yeah.
because I'm liking it, and then I go I need to get another one of those cuz otherwise it's going to wear it out. My favorite probably is a hat clothing.
Yeah.
I think my aftershock hat is pretty cool.
Ooh, I thought you were gonna say your Ireland hat.
No, it's not. It was at one point. I think when I was working at the school across the street,
Mm-hmm.
it definitely was my favorite piece of clothing.
Okay.
But right now it's my aftershock hat, and I don't know if you can't see it on the camera, but it's hanging on the wall. Is it hanging on the wall or is it not there? Okay, good. I couldn't remember if I put it back on there. My aftershock hat because it's from last year, and I got it kind of in this package deal, so it basically really only cost me probably like $5
Yeah.
total. That and probably my Sick New World t-shirt because that has like a lot of sentimental things attached to it.
Yeah.
You know, because being there, you know, going to a festival with my brother that hates going to festivals, which he still had a good time.
Right.
You know, my nephew's first mosh pit, you know.
Yeah.
So that was pretty dope. So that has more. That's what kind of thing is like when I talk about going and I experience stuff. If you don't go home with a T-shirt, it didn't happen. That's what I mean by that. It's memorabilia to me. It's more like this is an experience that we had, and this is cool. That's a big reason why the T-shirt thing is a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that's it. Those are probably my two. Like they have moments for me because Aftershock. There's a thing about Aftershock that holds such a place in my heart because I'm looking back and it came up on a memory today. 2013
Was the first one?
was the first one we talked about.
Dang.
And the person who mentioned it was Stephanie Rappa.
Aw.
That's who mentioned it. She tagged me in a post going, I think this is the concert you were telling me about. This was in 2013.
That's bananas.
And I moved here in 2012.
Yeah.
So this is somebody at that point. I had only known Stephanie for probably a year at that point.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. Like, so it has kind of that sentimental, been around for a while. We've gone to multiple ones. We've had bad experiences, like between us, not the concert itself, but between us, we've had rough ones.
Yes.
And we've had extravagant ones.
Yeah.
And everywhere in between.
Yeah.
So
true.
I think that's kind of my,
Good answer. Good answer. You want to play lyrically correct?
what you just asked me a question. You didn't answer anything.
I didn't have an answer.
Your favorite, ask the question to yourself. This is really awful.
I didn't have an answer.
This is very one-sided.
What's my favorite specific piece of clothing? I don't have one.
You've got to.
I don't.
Well, then why'd you pick that question?
Because I thought you'd have a good answer. And you did.
This is awful. That's so one-sided.
That's okay.
I feel like I'm on a radio show.
So that's your list for me.
Oh, what are we doing?
We're playing Lyrically Correct. We've switched games for the next 10 minutes. Ready?
I am.
What'd you push?
Nothing.
Oh, I was like, nothing changed. Oh.
Oh,
Jeez
we didn't do a sound
Louise.
test, so
That
there's
was
my
rough.
buzzer.
Okay. Why didn't Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five want you to push them?
Because I'm close to the edge.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to go, is it the end? Like, don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head.
Ha 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 ha.
It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how it keep from going under.
Good job.
So that was one of my favorite songs of that era and that genre.
Didn't know.
Fact. Okay, what are we?
I see. I made myself a small list of things I thought you might know.
Rude, but you got a big list because you know everything.
No, I was hoping you just go through them.
But we're going through the same cards. We've done this question.
Well, then don't do it. Obviously, that's okay. Let me do another one while you go through your list. In Billie Jean, what was Michael Jackson's strong advice?
Why do we have?
Ice cream
music
truck going on right now.
Are we gonna get murdered?
Probably. It's the purge.
Okay, so Billie Jean is not my. She's just a girl. Just claim that I am the one. It's not my song. I don't know advice.
It rhymes with advice.
Don't know.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Remember to always think twice.
Oh.
Did you find me one?
Challenge. It's a challenge card.
Oh.
Oh, let's do that.
Oh,
Okay,
gosh.
here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's do this. I'm going to play a challenge card right after this. What time are the girls leaving Snoop's living room?
Oh, we have done this one.
Yeah, I know. But I have a challenge card. A, 2:45. B, 6 in the morning. C, 4:30. D, midnight.
Oh, crap. That's 6 in the morning?
You can't. You got to answer the question. I'm not part of your team.
6 in the morning.
6 in the morning. Okay, but here's the challenge card. Where is this artist from?
Compton?
No.
Los Angeles?
No.
Long Beach? Yeah,
Yes.
I was getting there. I knew it was in the area.
And I might be wrong, but I'm pretty.
I think it is
I'm
Long
pretty.
Beach.
Snoop diddly whoop
Oh,
whoop whoop.
okay. In Saving All My Love for You, what did Whitney Houston try to resist?
Well, I can't. Cause I'm saving all my love
For you.
Try to resist your
Mm-hmm.
resist temptation.
Mm-hmm. Being last on his list.
I don't remember that. Sorry about that.
Oh, another one.
Oh, these are all challenge cards. Okay, I'm gonna keep.
Which
the challenge cards.
California city did NWA come straight out of?
Compton.
Easy peasy. All right, go.
That was easy.
You know Tina Marie?
No.
Okay.
In ready?
Mhm.
In Peaches and Cream.
Mhm.
What body part did Slim want to put all over you?
Tongue.
Wrong.
Toes?
These are the 90s. I was like, we didn't have WAP back then, babe.
Hands?
We weren't able to do that.
I'm going to
then.
say hands.
Lips.
What's the difference between lips and a tongue?
If you don't know the difference between lips and a tongue,
All right, one more. Pick a good one. Well, I'm going to do mine first.
yeah. If you get it right, I'm doing a challenge card.
What? Okay, in Juicy Fruit.
What?
Juicy Fruit.
Don't know that song.
Okay.
Who's that?
I was about to say, you're not going to know either. Tawatha Aggie?
No,
Okay.
no. In
In Conga, The Miami Sound Machine
Yeah.
say they will party till they see what? Midnight, tomorrow night, the break of day, forever.
Break a day.
Yes. All right, what you got for me? Oops.
Mm-hmm. What did Escape
Ooh.
tell their dude to kick off?
Shoes.
Yeah. Should I do a challenge? No, because I don't know the answer. That's fine.
Was
I'd
it
have to
finish the
look.
lyrics?
No, it's like, what year did that come out?
Oh God, no.
You know,
I could never.
how old is the artist today?
Your age.
Older.
Escape?
Escape.
Escape? I don't think so.
Whatever.
You know who Johnny Kemp is?
No.
Okay. Tana Gardner?
Who?
Casanova. You know the song.
I do know that song.
Casanova, Gerald Levert said, ain't never been friends with who?
Been friends with. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, I'm ashamed. Shame.
It's not Romeo. It's if. Oh my gosh. I do know this song.
It's all shame, guys.
It's what? Can you sing it?
No.
Because you don't know the song.
I know it. I don't know the word. I don't know enough to sing it.
Casanova. I've played that song for you.
You have.
It was on our list.
What's on it?
That's the sad part. Me and Romeo have never been friends. What was it? What was the question?
I put the card away. But it's Romeo. You said it. It wasn't Romeo, but it is. Me and somebody had never been friends.
Okay, because it says, because it's worded different, it's because me and Romeo have never been friends. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Woo!
Well, thanks, guys. We did it.
We did it. Hopefully you're listening to it, watch it. And if you're watching it now, listening to here, you got to watch the video if you just listen to it, because CJ had a little cameo in there.
Oh, he
he
did.
showed his little face.
Little peanut head.
Yeah. So we will talk to you guys very soon. We're going to do some traveling. We're going to do some live stuff. I'm getting ready for it. I've been getting ready for it for a year now. I am ready, and it's more about pinning her down.
What?
Because I'm always ready to go.
What?
I'm always ready. And you're just like, I just have work to do. So
No.
it's the opposite, but it's totally fun. I was like, nah, we'll do it later. And then we never do. That's usually how it works.
Yes.
Yeah. But if anybody knows us, they know I'm lying.
Hope you guys know.
That was yeah. So other than that, show up in real life. We will see you guys very soon. Hopefully sooner than next Friday, but we'll
Yay.
find out. Love you all.
Adios.
Peace. De leche?
Con leche.
What's de
Con-
leche?
Con leche.
Is de leche like Italian?
I don't
French?
know what the leche is.
The? All right. Bye. Can't do this anymore.
And I loved it. Bye.